Hello and welcome to Adventurous Way. I'm Matt.
And I'm Diana. 2020 is finally behind us and we wish you Happy New Year. In this video, we'll talk about our plans for 2021.
First off, it should come as no surprise to you that since we're here in Vermont this winter, we plan to get in a lot of skiing. We've been carrying our skis and snowboard around for more than 2 years on the road, and we've already managed to hit the slopes once, but we're looking forward to going a lot more this winter. If you haven't already seen that video of our first day skiing this season in Killington, be sure to check that out. We will leave a link in the description. We feel very lucky that we have flexible schedules and we're able to go skiing when the weather's good, when the conditions are good, and hopefully avoid some of the more crowded times at the slopes as well. So maybe a couple of times each week we'll try and get out skiing, and we're looking forward to really having some fun.
Another thing we want to do this year is to buy a plot of land to build a house. So, we have no idea how long that is going to take, but hopefully we can accomplish that in 2021. We have taken another step forward. We have found a realtor that specializes in land. So hopefully that will make it easier for us to understand all that is involved in buying land.
Being stationary this winter has also given us a little bit more free time and flexibility to work on some projects that we've been thinking about for a while. Now, one of these is something that's related to a lot of emails I get and a lot of questions we get all about the RV electrical system and the solar that we have installed on our RV. On a weekly basis, we get loads and loads of questions about this from people who follow us on YouTube or subscribe to our newsletter, looking for help and advice and pointers all about their RV's electrical system. I think there's a real opportunity here to bring some premium content forward on this. So one of the things that I'm really excited to share is that I'm going to be creating a course, an online course, all about RV electrical essentials for new RVers. This is something that every RVer should know. It's going to be real, simple basics. If this is something that sounds interesting to you, head on over to our website, adventurousway.com/subscribe, and join our newsletter. That is where we're going to put the first information out with more details about this course and when that's coming, but it's coming very soon. So do head on over and check that out.
I, on the other hand, have been really enjoying chatting with people about YouTube analytics. Given my background in software engineering, in data science, and just the love for numbers and data and tinkering with analytics, I decided I would like to share more of that with those of you who have already YouTube channels and would like to grow them. I'm starting a newsletter full of tips and tricks for YouTube analytics, and to sign up to that and get my free bonus of YouTube Analytics year-end planning template that I use to review the previous year and plan for the next year, sign up to that at learnyt.adventurousway.com.
As far as travel goes, honestly, we're just not sure at this point. 2020 was obviously very disruptive, and the situation right now hasn't improved much. We're going to be taking things one step at a time and just seeing how the situation evolves as to how we're able to travel. Obviously, our plans to buy some land and build a home are going to necessitate us being in this area for a prolonged period, but we really have enjoyed living in the RV, and that's something we want to keep doing. We want to keep having these adventures with our RV. So that side of things isn't going anywhere, but we're just going to have to see how things change to see what we can actually go and do.
One of my personal goals this year is to run a half marathon. Up until end of schooling, my longest distance that I had run was 10K, and after that I stopped running. But in 2016, I started running again. And it was very slow going with very short distances in the beginning, but over the years slowly I extended my maximum distance from 3 miles to 5 miles, and finally last year my longest distance was 9 miles. So this year I want to extend that further and run a half marathon distance.
Above all, we really just hope you have an amazing 2021 and maybe even find a way to add a little bit more adventure in your lives. Perhaps there's somewhere new that you are able to explore, or maybe it's just cooking a new recipe. Whatever that may be, we hope you can have a really adventurous 2021. So again, to be the first to find out more about my brand new RV Electrical Essentials online course, be sure to head on over to our website and subscribe to our newsletter at adventurousway.com/subscribe.
And if you have a YouTube channel and you're interested in growing it and are interested in hearing what I have to say about YouTube analytics, you can subscribe at learnyt.adventurousway.com. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video. One of my personal goals for this year is to continue running and run a half a marathon.
Run a half marathon.
Run a half. What?
You got to run a half marathon. If you only run half of a marathon.
Okay, what's the correct phrase?
Run a half marathon.
Run a half marathon. What did I say?
Run half of a marathon.
Okay.
You're going to do the first half or the second half?
I'll do the first, you can do the second.
Okay, deal.